All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from North Wilkesboro, the All-Star event. Austin Edwards, Edmund Jones on the front row. Richie Joplin and John Nichols have the second row. Kyle Reeder and Matt Morrison on the third row. Chris Johnson, Troy Thomas on the fourth row. Lynn Marble and Ryan Philbrick rounding out the top 10. Kenny Rayner starting in 11th. Next to Matthew Logan in 12th. Garrett Barber starting in 13th. Cody Dean in 14th. Scott Roney in 15th. Donald Double D Durance in 16th. Brandon Anderson in 17th. Joshua Nichols starts in 18th. The rest of those cars took practice but are not taking the grid. They are already qualified for the All-Star race. Hey, good evening, Mark. How are you? Everybody get stacked up on the grid. A 20-lap shootout here at North Wilkesboro. The top three will advance. Definitely going to be an interesting one to see who makes it. If you have a favorite driver, as always, drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for. Like we said earlier, a lot of these drivers do listen into the broadcast, love knowing their fans are cheering them on. Mark Nelson cheering on Richie Joplin and Double D tonight. Tanner Thomas cheering on Tyler Thomas here tonight. Can Tyler get in? I think Tyler Thomas may actually be one of the drivers already qualified. Yes, indeed, Tyler Thomas is locked in, so he will be in the big All-Star main event. But now the last chance qualifier is about to go green. 20 laps. And oh my goodness, there's a problem back behind. Several cars stuck way down in 1 and 2. As the pace car dives in, here we go. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away for the last chance qualifier of the All-Star race. Edmund Jones gets a big run up on the high side, but Austin sends it back down to the bottom. And out of 4, Austin clears into the lead. A lot of these same drivers will be racing tomorrow night at Jones BS Racing as their new season begins. Oh, we've got a car around out of turn 4. Caution is out for the first time. Lynn Marble and Kenny Rayner involved. Let's take a look. Lynn Marble in the 47. Oh, he got a big run out of 4. Had to check up. The car behind gets into him. And a bit of a stack up there. And that was Kenny Rayner, I do believe, in the blue car, had nowhere to go. Tries to get it going, gets the inside wall as well. Kenny Rayner and Lynn Marble have both gone to pit road. As lights are out, they stack back up. Nope, the lights are back on. They are still stacking up, ready to go. Three drivers will advance with two drivers already out. That'll make things a little bit easier for some of the field, but right now the top three, Edmund Jones, Austin Edwards, and John Nichols, are the three in position to advance. Lights are out. We're about to get the green flag once again. Austin Edwards in control on the restart. Pace car dives in. Green flag already out. Wilkesboro's one of those tracks. Almost the moment Kenny Rayner just came off pit road as the leaders come by. This could be a problem for some of the cars further back that are battling. Rayner goes back to pit road, but Austin Edwards was able to use the lap car and gets close for second. Nichols looks under Edmund. Austin Edwards already pulling away. Richie Joplin, Matt Morrison battling. Matthew Logan is on the move. Logan already up 4 spots into 8th. Cody Dean up 4 spots into 10th. But they've got a lot more ground. Double D has a problem. But those guys back behind have a lot of ground to make up and not a lot of time left to get it done. Edmund Jones now has second. John Nichols in third. The battle is on right behind. Matt Morrison underneath Richie. Oh, Morrison gets a little loose. Richie clears. Here comes Chris Johnson. Back behind, several of the drivers that are on the move have got to hustle. They've got 9 laps left to get into the top 3. And Austin Edwards has checked out to a 1.8 second lead. Richie Joplin back in 4th. Matt Morrison in 5th. Chris Johnson in 6th. Matthew Logan blinking in 7th. Kyle Reeder in 8th. Troy Thomas in 9th. Ryan Philbrick in 10th. Austin off doing his own thing. 2nd and 3rd have settled into a rhythm. Richie Joplin now into 4th, has cleared the battle, but he's got 6 to go to get back onto the podium. Several drivers have made up a lot of ground back behind, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Garrett Barber has had a problem. 5 laps to go. Barber has now slipped back to 13th. 4 to go for Austin Edwards, and he's about to be into lap traffic. I don't think any of the drivers expected it to go green this much. Definitely going to make for an awesome feature race tonight. We've got one spinning on the front stretch. 3 to go. Brandon Anderson has towed it in. And here he comes out of turn 4. 2 laps to go for Austin Edwards. Doesn't seem to matter what Austin is driving. He is going to send it to the front. Edmund Jones in second. John Nichols in third. Right now, those are the 3 cars that are going to advance as the white flag flies. One more time around for Austin Edwards. Austin coming by a lap car, now has a 3-second lead. As he comes out of turn 4, Austin will win the last chance qualifier. And you doing as usual, Austin Edwards drift through turns 1 and 2. Edmund Jones comes home in second, John Nichols in third. Those are the 3 drivers that will advance. Let's see if we can get a quick word with all 3 of them. Hey, John, it's Doug. You got me? Does look like John may be... Oh, there he is. Hey, John, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. You got me?
Yeah, buddy. Man, quite a fight there in the early going, but it settled in, and you set a good pace, and you're going to the All-Star race.
Oh, yes, sir. I was definitely a little bit faster than Eddie, but because third place was locked in and it was all the same as second, I put my focus on making sure we were running faster laps than fourth. And I just settled in. I wanted to get a little good race at the end there, so I tried to maybe make a move after with like 2 to go. But it was a good little race there.
It definitely was. And just for future knowledge, if you see an opportunity to bump Edmund, do it.
You got it.
Great run, man. We'll see you in the All-Star race.
Yep. See ya.
Edmund Jones comes home in second. Edmund, you fought your way into the All-Star race. It came down really to qualifying tonight.
Yeah, it was a great qualifying effort. I got to thank Austin Edwards. Sitting there, being able to work out with him, and arguably one of the greatest on iRacing. I know guys with 0X are making it in, but to be able to race my way into the top 3, I was happy, man. It's going to be interesting going into the All-Star race, especially with Austin Edwards being in there. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, good luck and great job.
Hey, thanks, Doug.
And finally, in his first ever race with SMR, Austin, buddy, your first race with SMR, you come out, take the pole, and take the win. Anybody that knows you wasn't terribly surprised, but still an awesome start.
Yeah, it's not a bad start, Doug. It's pretty cool to come around with these guys. I've heard a lot about this league, really good car counts and stuff, and honestly, I haven't dipped into this Xfinity car in a hot minute here, but I am a big fan of North Wilkesboro, so good at the track, not too good with the car, so it's a bit of a handful. Had a couple close calls with some lap cars and losing the back end, but really interesting to see what the All-Star race will be like tonight. Different setup, different track conditions, and a lot more cars, so looking forward to it, and hopefully I can keep this thing in one piece.
Now, I have to ask a very important question. Have you ever raced with Cody Burke before?
So I believe, if Cody Burke is who I believe he is, we used to be on the same team for a very short amount of time with iRacing officials. Cody Burke is like I said, if this is who I'm thinking it is, an incredible driver, super cool guy, so being able to actually race against him for the first time tonight should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it's definitely going to be interesting for us, the fans, to see if anybody can stop his season of dominance, but He didn't get the nickname the Dominator for nothing, man. Good luck tonight, Austin. Great run, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
Always great to see Austin Edwards on track. Not surprised to see him in victory lane. Well, folks, let's give you a little bit of a heads up on what's to come. Here in a moment, we're going to switch over. It'll take just a few minutes, and then we will go to the actual All-Star race again here at North Wilkesboro. And as you heard, different setup, different track conditions, different everything. In fact, let's see if we can get a word with our fearless leader, Austin Ruskoff. Austin, is Doug. You got me?
Yep, I got you, Doug.
Hey, I know you've got a few surprises for the drivers here tonight in this All-Star race. Can you tell us a couple of them before we hop into there?
So one thing we did is we're taking the top 3 from that race and everybody that had 0 X's that race. So we will have a little bit larger field than we were going to have. And then once we get to lap 50, we're actually going to throw a caution. And we're going to do a wheel spin to invert the field for the restart. Kind of shake things up on the halfway point.
Well, that's definitely going to make things interesting. Now, I have to ask, I heard rumor that different track conditions and a different setup going into the next race.
Yeah, so fuel's going to be different, tire strategy is going to be different, damage is going to be off. So, there could be some, it's going to be a little bit different than we're used to, but it should be a lot of fun.
Damage is going to be off. We're going to see cars 100 feet in the air before this thing is over.
Well, hopefully it goes smoothly. All these guys, all these guys are pretty good. They deserve to be here, so I'm hoping it goes pretty well.
I am too, and I'm interested to see. I don't know how well you know Austin Edwards, but I'm interested to see Austin versus Cody tonight. That's going to be a wild one.
That'll be a good one. I've raced with Austin in the Monday League, and he kicks my butt over there, so I know he'll be up there.
Well, man, great racing so far tonight. I know we're about to have the other session up and get started. Good luck. I know you got your hands full tonight, bud.
Thank you.
All right, folks, stick with us. The big event is up in just a moment. We'll be back to talk to you as quickly as they get the sessions up. Stick around, everybody. folks, we are back and practice has just 6.5 minutes left to go. There is no qualifying. We'll be going straight from warm-up to the race. And remember, the guys that raced in the first race do not have an advantage. Different setup here tonight. Different weather conditions as well. Few other big surprises. As you heard, no damage. Damage is turned off. I suspect we'll see the doors and the chrome horns used a lot tonight. They have unlimited sets of tires. And of course, at lap 50, we will have that wheel spin that will invert part of the field. Time to cheer on your favorite driver, folks. Hype them up. And did you know hitting that share button gives your favorite driver an extra 10 horsepower? That could be handy here tonight. We'd love to hear who you're cheering for in the comments. As the drivers get their final few minutes, and you'll note it's also foggy. Now, not a terribly heavy fog here. Hopping on board with Nicholas Johnson, and you can see it's not a thick enough fog that it's blocking the view. But it does change track conditions dramatically because the track will be cooler, they'll have more grip. And we're definitely looking forward to this battle, Cody Burke versus Austin Edwards. And we are in for one heck of a show tonight. Don't forget, next Sunday we will be back to our regular schedule and regular race points racing, but tonight it's all about who is the best. And just sitting here thinking about it, you know there's got to be a few people that have been holding grudges throughout this season for something that may have happened earlier in the season, but now with no points on the line and damage turned off, might be a good time for a little payback. We will see what happens from here. We're definitely in for one heck of a fight. So far, 20 drivers in the field. And it does look like the cars are a little bit squirrely on corner exit. As I mentioned earlier, a few of these drivers have new special paint schemes for tonight. Some of them in their usual paint, some of them in a new paint. Does anybody out there watching have any bold predictions for tonight's race? Get them into the comments now, because we are just 1 minute away from the All-Star race here at North Wilkesboro.
Doug, do you have me live here?
I do. Welcome, Austin.
So I just want to throw something out there really quick, just so that way the viewers aren't too confused here. So because we cannot do admin cautions and just stop the field, on lap 50 it's going to stay green, but the field is actually going to stop, and that's going to be the competition caution. I just kind of want to give everybody a heads up there, and I was mistaken earlier, damage is on, but there is unlimited quick repairs tonight.
Well, that's definitely going to make things interesting, but still going to get really bumpy, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, but that's what we're here for.
Well, man, good luck tonight.
Thank you, Doug.
Well, there you hear it, folks. Damage is on, but they do have unlimited fast repairs. So they can duck to pit road, get the car fixed, and get back out. And lap 50 is definitely going to get interesting.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the All-Star event from North Wilkesboro. Chad Ragsdale and Garrett Korn on the front row. Richie Ragsdale, Austin Ruskoff at the second row. Alex Harper and Nicholas Johnson on the third row. Cody Burke, Patrick Pieper on the fourth row. Dylan Schreiner and Kirk Marble round out the top 10. Joshua Rudolph starting in 11th next to Tyler Thomas in 12th. Devin McDonald starting in 13th. Austin Edwards in 14th. Edmund Jones in 15th. John Nichols in 16th. Richie Joplin made the field in 17th. Kyle Reeder in 18th. Cody Dean starting in 19th. And Joshua Nichols rounds out the field for the All-Star race tonight. Well, things are about to get hot in North Wilkesboro. Pace car will lead them around one more time. Remember, 100 laps. Caution laps do count. The damage is on, but they have unlimited fast repairs, unlimited tire sets. And at lap 50, and they will roll to determine how much of the field will be inverted. Chad Ragsdale will be out front, leading them down as they come through 3 and 4. The pace car dives in, and the green flag is out. They are underway for the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro. Oh, we've already got one around. It's Richie Ragsdale. He's in the grass. Meanwhile, up front, Chad Ragsdale inching ahead. Richie has gotten turned around. Oh, Garrett Korn is around out of 4. Garrett is rolling again. No caution yet. While we have a moment, let's take a quick look at these early incidents. There's Richie Ragsdale in the blue and white car. The drop of the green heads it off into 1 and 2. And just gets a wee bit loose. Goes around right in front of the field. They did a great job avoiding him. Then just a few moments later, Garrett Korn up on the high side, battling for the lead. Gets on the power out of 4 and slams sideways into the pit road wall. And the caution is out for the first time tonight. Tyler Thomas, Joshua Rudolph involved. Let's see what happened. Oh, Rudolph looks like he kissed the bump there at the exit of turn 4. Gets it gathered up, is okay, and we've got a car spinning ahead. Rudolph had nowhere to go. Looking down, holy cow, Tyler Thomas was loose out of 4. And then big loose off into turn 1. That could have been a lot worse. Remember, a different setup is loaded, so nobody has practiced on this setup other than the 10 minutes they had before the race. As here we go, pace car dives to pit road. Green flag back in the air and Ragsdale is away. Austin Ruskoff has a problem on the restart. And caution is out back behind. Edmund Jones gets caught up in this one. Let's see what happened with Edmund. There's Edmund in the blue and black car with a demon painted on the back. Oh! That inside line gets a big stack up. Take a look from a different camera angle. Watch the cars ahead of him. And it looks like the entire inside line stacks up a bit. Edmund and Reeder, just the two that get the worst of it. Garrett Korn did get waved back to the lead lap. Edmund Jones has been in, repaired the car, and is back out. Chad Ragsdale has the lead. Austin Ruskoff in second. Ragsdale choosing the high line. Austin Edwards up 9 spots into 5th. Cody Burke right beside him in 6th. That is the battle of the century. If those two get to the front, they will check out. Pace car dives in. Green flag is back in the air. Austin does get a better restart up front this time. Down the back straightaway. Chad Ragsdale. Oh! Austin Ruskoff, Cody Burke in the wall. A big one in 3 and 4. Caution. Well, we did say the All-Star race would get a bit bumpy. Did look like quite a few body panels went flying. Oh, there was one bumping down the backstretch. Ouch. Several cars pile in. But where did it start? Keep an eye on the 88 of Austin Ruskoff. Cody Burke was already working his way by on the high side. Oh, it looked like Ruskoff may have gotten a bump. And talk about a pileup. Taking a look down from the blimp. Let's see if Ruskoff had a little help. Patrick Pieper had just shot up the middle. Oh, Ruskoff had checked up. Pieper was full send, and that started the whole thing. It's interesting that the two admins that planned the All-Star race just caused the big one. Ragsdale in control. Nicholas Johnson now on the bottom, up front. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. As you can tell, the admin's working hard tonight to get us quickie cautions and get there 3 wide briefly at the front. Austin Edwards trying to poke his nose in to take the lead. And caution is out. Looks like Richie Ragsdale caught up again. Ragsdale up on the high side, the blue and white car, out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Bounces off the wall, lost some momentum, gets hit from behind. Austin Ruskoff ducked down to the bottom to avoid the worst of it. And it looks like Nicholas Johnson was ahead at the time of caution. He is now the leader. Lights are out, everybody all ready, stacked back up, ready to go. Looks like Nicholas Johnson's going to choose the bottom line for the restart. And here they come, out of 4, pace car is in. Green flag flies again. Austin Edwards battling for second as Johnson goes to the lead. We've got a car off track, look like Kirk Marble. No caution yet, he cleared the racing surface. But the leader's coming back around. Kirk has gotten out of the way. And Austin Edwards is battling for the lead. Nicholas Johnson making him work for it, but out of 4. Austin gets ahead, sends it deep through 1 and 2. A lot of battling mid-pack as points leader Cody Burke is on the attack. Let's take a quick look at what happened to Kirk Marble a moment ago. Kirk there, right next to Cody Burke in the Monster Energy 16. Coming out of turn 2. Oh, he got a little bit of a bump. A car was underneath him. And a big spin through the grass. And back under caution. John Nichols, Garrett Korn, Richie Jumplin, and Cody Burke all caught up. The Dominator is struggling here tonight. Down the front straightaway, Nichols looks down to the bottom. Oh, he slides up into Korn. And almost everybody gets a piece. Taking a look from a different angle on this one. Garrett Korn there on the high side. You see the bump on the 99, he drifts up. And Korn just goes around. A lot of drivers did come to pit road for repairs. As here we go, back to green. Green flag back in the air. Ragsdale trying to fight back up on the high side. Tyler Thomas has had a problem back behind. No caution yet. Top two running away as there is a big mess back here in the middle. Edmund Jones up 10 spots down to 5th. But Joshua Nichols underneath trying to take it. Let's see what happened to Tyler Thomas a moment ago. There's Tyler back behind on the restart. Oh, just gets into turn 1 a little wrong. Drifts it into turn 1 and 2, but does recover. And the caution is out again. It looks like Dylan Schreiner, Cody Burke, Kirk Marble all involved. Let's see what happened. Schreiner back here in the middle of the pack. Kirk right behind him. Richie on the bottom. Out of turn 2. Oh, and a lot of bobbling. Garrett Korn had gone around just ahead. Keep an eye on Korn. He had just fought his way back to the lead lap. Kyle Reeder up on the high side. A big checkup on the inside line. Korn tried to go to the high side and everybody piles in. Everybody stacked back up for the restart. Hayes car dives to pit road. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Nicholas Johnson out front. Ragsdale still fighting. Joshua Nichols, Austin Ruskoff, Edmund. Cody Dean has had a problem. Caution is back out. Well, we did say it was going to get bumpy tonight. There we go. On the restart, the inside line appears to have been a problem. They go off 3 wide. Cody Dean gets a tap, almost has it saved. And take a look at Patrick Pieper in the 38 car up on the high side. He gets down underneath. Cody just barely clips him. Goes for a spin. Kirk is there waiting. Pieper did manage to get it to pit road. His engine was letting go. Remember, at lap 50, they will do a bit of an invert. It will be random. Hey, good evening, Neko. All-star race night tonight, Neko. How you doing, buddy? Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag is back in the air. We saw the last chance qualifying race earlier tonight. Got a little bumpy and then a long green flag run. Oh, somebody bounced off the wall at a 2 Pieper. Wow, big wreck. Pieper and a big slide into the wall. Caution is back out. Hey, good evening, Jeff. Let's take a look and see what happened. Obviously, Pieper had one heck of a wild ride. Pieper there in the yellow, black, and white, 38, up on the high side. Out of turn 2, he gets a bump off the wall, and the 54 gets a bump and goes around, sends Pieper hard into the wall. Joshua Rudolph caught up in this one once again. Oh, he goes down to avoid Pieper, clips the 54. Ouch. Neko, you and me both, buddy. I stopped watching NASCAR years ago, but I still love doing this. All right, here we go. Once again, pace car dives in. Green flag is back in the air. And Nicholas gets a big jump into one. They were leaning on each other back behind. And the top 2 able to run away. We've got one blinking up, or 3 wide out of 3 and 4. Settle back into 2 wide. Kirk Marble in trouble again. Cody Dean is caught up and caution is out. One thing's for sure, folks. Make sure you're following our YouTube channel. We're going to have a lot of shorts from tonight's race. Kurt Marble in the 16. Monster Energy sends it down into 3. Just gets loose, comes up the track. Just ahead of him, Cody Dean in the orange car. Oh, he did get a little bit of a bump from Kurt. Peeper catches a piece as well. Hey, good evening, Amy. Just shy of halfway. Remember, at the halfway point, the field will pause on track. The admins will roll a randomizer, and the field will end up inverting however many spots that says. Pace car is in. Green flag is back in the air. Devin McDonald, Austin Ruskoff battling up front, changing leaders due to pit stops. Ruskoff way up the track out of 4, but gets a big run out. Cody Burke has already fought his way back up into the top 5, despite being caught up in a lot of chaos here tonight. And Dylan Schreiner is out front with Austin Edwards on the bumper. Hey, good evening, Ducky. How are you? And caution is back out. Several drivers ducking back in for fuel. Looking back behind, they were 3 wide. Coming out of turn 2, a lot of bumping. Kurt Marble loses a little bit of ground. Ragsdale caught up. Wow. Gotta hand it to Chad Ragsdale in that purple car on this one. He got a big bump, got very sideways, and still managed to recover it. Big bump, straightens her out, and keeps it going. NECO All-Star events usually do get a bit wild. No points are on the line. Tonight is all about the bragging rights. And it looks like we're going to hit lap 50 under caution. So we may see the field stop here in a moment. They may actually wait till the green flag drops, then stop the field. They will then spin the randomizer and see how many invert. Worth reminding everybody, due to it being the All-Star event, they have unlimited tires and unlimited fast repairs. All right, here we go. The pace car is in. The green flag is out there, obviously not moving. They're maintaining pace speed so they can work on the invert. At the moment, Cody Burke has the lead next to Alex Harper as the field comes to a stop. You know, it is singularly impressive that they got 20 drivers to actually stop at once. That might be the most impressive part of this. Jeff, you're absolutely right, buddy. They are going to need a lot of help. Based on what I am seeing right now, it looks like a full field invert. And it definitely is. They got a full field invert on this one. So Cody Burke, who was leading, is now back in 20th. Kirk Marble and Richie Joplin, I believe, were on pit road. So they actually took the two bank spots. We'll see if Cody drops behind. As it looks like the field is starting to roll. So Chad Ragsdale, Joshua Nichols will have the front row. Tyler Thomas, Richie Ragsdale in the second row. Dylan Schreiner, John Nichols the third row. Austin Edwards, Joshua Rudolph on the fourth row. Edmund Jones and Kyle Reeder will round out the top 10. And looks like they're going to do a singular pace lap, and the admins will call the restart. I have seen this kind of thing attempted in the past. This is the smoothest mid-race field invert I've ever seen. I gotta give them credit. That was impressive work. They're coming up to speed. Looks like they're going green here. They fire and are back underway after the invert. A full field invert. What could possibly go wrong here? The Dominator back in 18th, trying to make his way toward the front. Austin Edwards. Oh! Richie Ragsdale hard into the outside wall. Caution is back out. And it looks like Austin Ruskoff, Garrett Korn, and Alex Harper all catch a piece. Richie Ragsdale there in the blue and white car. Oh, the car right behind just drove into turn one, got into Ragsdale's bumper, and you saw several drivers stack up and a bit of chaos. Have a good night, Amy. Thanks for coming by. Joshua Nichols, currently sitting in second, started the race back in 20th. He's currently the biggest mover on track. Lights are out. They are about to go back to green as it looks like the fog might be getting a bit thicker. And here they come. Pace car dives in. Green flag back in the air. Dylan Schreiner already on the attack goes to the bottom. Austin Edwards shoots the gap 3 wide. Edmund Jones tried to shoot the gap. He and Kyle Reeder are in the grass. They cleared the racing line, no caution. A lot of battling back behind Richie Joplin, now up into 8th place after predicting he wouldn't even make the race. Cody Burke now up into 11th as Cody Dean has had a problem. Dylan Schreiner in second, just set the fastest lap of the night. That has got to make Chad Ragsdale out front a little nervous. Oh, Nicholas Johnson loose into 1, slides up, gets into Richie. Kirk Marble and Cody Burke able to capitalize and slide underneath. Chad Ragsdale still holds the lead for the moment. Austin Ruskov got caught up on the invert. He lost a lot of ground. As did Kyle Reeder, both of them trying to fight back. Garrett Korn, who had already fought back a couple times tonight, is now back into 11th. Patrick Pieper. Oh, we've got a big wreck on the front stretch. Caution is back out. Tyler Thomas, and it looked like Richie Joplin may have been involved. Let's take a look at this one. Richie in the 89 sends it deep into 1 and 2, looks underneath Berg. Richie gets loose just ahead, clicks Kirk. Oh, and Tyler comes down, collects Richie. Take a look at Tyler there in the 08 Texaco car. Just barely clips Kirk. Cody Burke slips by. And wow. Tyler Thomas, one of the drivers tonight who has had no luck whatsoever. Cody Burke has now made his way up into 5th. Austin Edwards up into 3rd. They will restart nose to tail. It'll definitely be interesting. Hopefully we have Austin here for the rest of the season. It'll be interesting to see the battles between those two drivers. All right, here we go. Pace car is back in. Green flag back in the air. Dylan Schreiner, Chad Ragsdale battling for the lead. Schreiner on the outside. Austin Edwards right behind. Cody Burke working his way forward. But every time Ragsdale has gone to the front tonight, nobody has been able to get past him. We may be about to see the first. Austin Edwards underneath is going to take the lead. Ragsdale sends it deep into one, and caution is out. Looks like Joshua Rudolph, Austin Ruskoff, Richie Ragsdale, John Nichols all involved. Cody Dean also appears to have been caught up in this one. There's Cody on the high side. Reeder just ahead, loose out of two. Reeder smacks the wall. John Nichols back behind. He had a problem as well. He could not avoid Kyle. Joshua Rudolph. They were 5 wide coming out of turn 4. Trying to, let's see. Watch this. Richie Ragsdale, the blue and white car. They were 5 wide until Pieper backed out. Ragsdale gets sent around. Ouch. That's a first, folks. I've been doing this 4.5 years. I've never seen 5 wide at a turn 4 at North Wilkesboro. Green flag is back in the air. And Austin Edwards has the lead. Kirk Marble, Nicholas Johnson battled for second. Cody Burke, Devin McDonald back behind, battling for 4th and 5th. Alex Harper has a problem back behind, and the caution is out. See what happened with Alex. Headed off into turn 3. Looked like he just barely tapped Richie Ragsdale, and they both went sideways. Austin Edwards, Kirk Marble, Nicholas Johnson is coming in. That'll move Cody Burke up to 3rd, Devin McDonald in 4th, Patrick Pieper in 5th. Lights are out on the pace car. Here they come through 3 and 4. Pace car dives in. Green flag is back in the air. 22 laps to go. Austin gets a big jump. Cody Burke now looks underneath Kirk Marble for second place. Several drivers trying to fight their way to the front late in this one. Pieper gets a little squirrely out of 4. Garrett Korn makes a run up to the high side. Richie Joplin now up 10 spots into 7th. Edmund Jones back at, whoa! Little bit of bumping, looked like Korn may have kissed the wall. We've got 3 wide into turn 1. And holy cow, John Nichols did a big send into 1 and 2 last time, and it paid off. As, wow, Schreiner got loose out of 4. Garrett Korn has now moved up into 3rd. Cody Burke is in 2nd. And Austin Edwards has the lead. Cody is closing the gap. And caution is out. Looks like Cody Dean, Joshua Nichols involved. Let's take a look at this replay. Cody Dean there in the orange 717. That car has had a rough night. He got loose, managed to save it. Take a look at this from a different angle. Cody had actually gotten loose, saved the car, but bounced off the outside wall. There you see when he hits the wall, comes down through the grass. Now the front row consists of 2 of the best drivers on iRacing, Austin Edwards and Cody Burke. Cody Burke, nicknamed the Dominator, he has dominated the last 2 seasons in SMR. But Austin Edwards dominated the XCal Racing League for a long time. Now we'll find out who's the better driver. Green flag back in the air. Austin away like a bullet. Cody holds on to 2nd. Devin McDonald still trying to get under. Cody slams the door and caution is back out. And it looks like Kirk Marble and Cody Dean have involved again. Kirk Marble in the 16 car. He sticks the nose in 3 wide for, now he shoves it up the middle. Oh, bounces off Richie, tags Edmund, hits the inside, and Cody Dean actually managed to stop and not catch a piece of it. Keep an eye on that orange 717. We've seen him get caught in every accident on track tonight. That pops off in front of him, and he manages to stop and get through unscathed. Cody Dean's luck has been so bad tonight, I think he's been caught up in other incidents in other races while he's here. He has just had zero luck until that moment. Alright, here we go again. Pace car dives in. Green flag back in the air, 10 to go at the line. Everybody battling it out back behind as Austin takes the lead. Cody right there with them. Patrick Pieper, Devin McDonald battling for third. Devin's going to take it for the moment. 9 to go. John Nichols. Oh, Nichols is sideways. He saves it. But Nichols' big charge ends as Cody Dean, the caution is back out. And it looks like Cody Dean involved again. Cody just ahead of Edmund Jones as they go off into 1 and 2. A big bump back behind the 54 shot up the track. Oh, looked like the 99 just came down and clipped him, and Cody lost his engine on that one. There you see as they come out of turn 2, and the 99 just barely comes down, finds Cody's nose. They both go to the wall. They will restart the race with 5 laps to go. They have potentially 2 green-white checkers. We'll see how it plays out. Here we go. Pace car dives in. Green flag. Back in the air. 5 to go. Devin McDonald gets a big run into 1 and 2. Gets under Cody Burke for second as Austin Edwards pulls to the lead. And caution is out with 5 to go. Looks like Garrett Korn, Dylan Schreiner, Chad Ragsdale all involved. And looks like they were just extremely close on the restart. Schreiner and Ragsdale bump in the middle of the turn. Korn goes to the high side to make it 3 wide. And ouch. Just a bunch of bumping as they come off turn 2, knowing it's late in the race and they gotta move. Schreiner gets loose, just barely taps Ragsdale, and that's where the fun begins. restart with 2 to go, so they will still have the 2 green-white checkers available. Once the white flag flies, there will not be a caution. Oh, Austin blinking. Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag is back in the air. 2 laps to go at North Wilkesboro. Cody gets a better restart on the high side. Caution is out. Will go to the green-white checker. Dylan Schreiner and Chad Ragsdale, and possibly Cody Dean again. On the restart, looked like that outside line accordion. Schreiner tried to cut up the middle, came down and collected Ragsdale. Meanwhile, Cody Dean in the 717 up top, minding his own business. And Ragsdale just barely clips him, sends him sideways. He did manage to quickly recover. After tonight, if anybody knows Cody Dean, please send him a lucky rabbit's foot, a horseshoe, a 4-leaf clover, and anything else. That boy needs some luck. Austin Edwards will control the restart for the green-white checker. Cody Burke starts on the bottom. And here we go into 3 and 4. The green-white checker for the All-Star race. Green flag is back in the air. 2 to go. Austin gets a good jump into 1. Cody right there with him. John Nichols. Devin McDonald. Oh no! McDonald is around. Will go to a green-white checker one more time. Holy cow, half the field is caught up. Wow. Richie Joplin, Nicholas Johnson, and everybody behind them involved. Richie Joplin there on the inside, right next to Richie Ragsdale, ironically. Out of turn 2, a lot of bumping. Oh, the 18 comes across the nose of the 1. Richie Joplin nowhere to go. Kyle Reeder, Austin Ruskoff, Cody Dean. Everybody back behind piles in. And yes, Cody Dean got caught up again. Lights are out. The final stack up. This is the last green-white checker they have available. Here we go, the final time into 3 and 4. The pace car is in. The green flag flies. The green-white checkered is underway, and there was a problem on the restart back behind. There may be problems when the leaders get to 3 and 4. Austin Edwards has a big lead. The track is clear. As they come out of turn 4, the white flag flies one more time around. Cody Burke battles with Richie Ragsdale. Austin Edwards has checked out, and Austin Edwards will win the All-Star race in his first ever race with SMR. Wow, Cody Burke comes home in second, and Richie Ragsdale comes home in third. What a finish. And let's talk to our top 3, starting with Richie Ragsdale. Richie, man, I would say you earned the crap out of that tonight. You got caught up in everything the first half, and the second half, you just marched forward.
Yeah, for the most part, it took a little luck there to get back up there. A lot of luck, and a couple of times when they're sideways in front of you, just not lifting for it.
Sometimes it's all you can do is just keep your foot down, close your eyes, and go for it.
There was a couple of times, yeah, if I'd have checked up, I probably wouldn't have took any damage there at the end, but then I took the chance of getting ran over and put backwards myself.
Well, man, I got to hand it to you. You had a rough first half of this one, but you come home in third place. That was an awesome, awesome finish.
Yeah, I saw Edmund on the fence in my mirror going into 3, and I was like, nah, not today. I could have had second, but I wasn't letting Edmund drive around me and Cody for it.
Well, it did look like he went for a Hail Melon on that last turn, but man, great job holding him off. A great finish, buddy. You definitely earned it tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Richie Ragsdale comes home in third. Cody Burke coming home in second. Cody, it's weird not talking to you from Victory Lane, but man, you definitely had an eventful night.
Yeah, I did. I needed some green flag runs, and we never really got that. And I made a pretty big mistake at the halfway break there. I didn't know we could pit before lap 50, so I stayed out and ran, I think, the last 53 laps on tires and just didn't have anything there at the end for Austin. So good job to him, and it was a fun one.
Well, it definitely was a fun one. One heck of a show tonight, man. It's still an awesome finish. Great job, buddy.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner in his first ever SMR event. Austin, you come here tonight, your first ever SMR race. You win the last chance qualifier. You come out here and win the race despite starting toward the back and the invert setting you back and getting caught up in one or two things. And I don't know how you could be any happier.
Doug, to be honest with you, I think the invert was the only thing that did go my way tonight. The first 50 laps of the race was just disastrous. So, ended up getting out front. I was expecting some more people to pit with me that first time around. So, got stuck in the back, got in a couple tangle ups back there, and the invert ended up working out for me. Ended up pitting right before the invert, had that 50 lap break, and they inverted pretty much the whole field. So, got a little boost from 13th to 5th, and then just tried to take care of my stuff as best as I could. Took advantage of other people's mistakes, and then ran for dear life from Cody Burke. So luckily had just enough tire at the end there and had one super, super lucky restart at the end. And, if it didn't go my way, luck-wise, it probably wouldn't have ended up in Burke's hands. But, racing goes one way or the other, so did everything in my power, and it worked out.
It definitely did, buddy. I'm used to seeing you in victory lane, but, man, tonight, that was one heck of a dominant performance. Congratulations.
Thank you, Doug.
And before we hop off, let's see if we can get a word with our fearless leader, Austin Ruskoff. Austin, my first question is, have you been to the Infield Care Center, and are you okay? You had a little bumpy night.
I have been to the Infield Care Center. Good thing is we got a great team working down there, so I am feeling pretty good right now, just a little heartbroken.
I can imagine so. Still, I have to say, and I said it mid-broadcast, I've seen the mid-race inverts done before. I've never seen it done as smoothly as it was tonight. That was a pretty impressive system.
We tried it, and luckily everybody worked well during that time, so, I'm glad that we know we can do that, and maybe we'll implement that in some other fun races later on.
It definitely would be awesome. It was impressive enough just to get 20 drivers to stop under green flag. So I got to give you credit for that. But man, it was an awesome night. Probably a little bumpier than anybody would have liked, but still a great all-star event tonight.
Thank you, Doug. Yeah, it was definitely more chaotic than we wanted it to be, but hopefully this is the night where guys kind of were able to level a couple things out and we can move on to the next race and have a good, clean race.
Well, man, looking forward to seeing it next Sunday, and a great job tonight, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
Austin Ruskoff got the job done to put on this amazing night of racing. And wow, what a night it was. Folks, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and especially YouTube. We will be putting out all the shorts from tonight's race midday tomorrow, hopefully. So be looking forward to those starting to come out tomorrow afternoon. And, of course, we have a lot of other stuff there. Jones BS Racing is back tomorrow night, so we'll see you for that. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Austin Edwards is the SMR All-Star. What a night. Have a good one, everybody.